It's about time we talk about something that I feel has been affecting every area of your life. Something that really makes all the difference in every decision you make in life, your confidence. Believe it or not, every low-quality experience you subjected yourself to has been a reflection of your confidence, or the lack thereof. Every toxic relationship, every situationship, every low-effort friendship, every underpaying job, you name it. You just didn't think you could have more. You didn't think you deserved more. My prayer for you is that you'll grow to love yourself so much, that you'll grow to value yourself so much, that you no longer subject yourself to poor quality experiences. Let me start off by saying this. You are that girl. You are her, just as you are right now. You're beautiful. You're worthy of love. You deserve great experiences. You deserve a great partner, just as you are right now. So many women constantly put off joy for a later date. So many women say, I can't wait until I lose this weight so I can be confident. I can't wait until I get a better job so I can feel good about my life. I can't wait until my skin clears up. I can't wait until my hair gets longer, until I just have a better body. But I'm writing this to let you know that confidence is a decision that you can make today. You can love yourself today, just as you are. Now, in no way am I saying that you shouldn't do the work to become the best version of yourself. If you want to lose the weight, lose it. If you want to gain the weight, gain the weight. If you want to clear up your skin, work on your hair, work on your body, just become the best version of yourself, do that. But you don't have to wait until all that is done to make the choice to love yourself and treat yourself like a decent human being. Just because you have things you can improve and work on doesn't mean you need to talk down on yourself. At the end of the day, being confident does not mean you think you're perfect. It just means that you accept yourself for who you are, even though you might be working on some of those things. Having things to work on doesn't give you the right to pick yourself apart. You don't need to constantly point out all the things that you perceive as flaws. You wouldn't do that to a stranger, would you? Would you tell a stranger that his or her nose is too big? Would you tell your child that you don't like his or her complexion? Would you tell your best friend that her body is unlovable? No, you wouldn't. Well, you shouldn't. The next time you look in the mirror and feel inclined to talk down on yourself, I want you to ask yourself, would I say this to someone else? The reality is, you didn't come out of the womb feeling unlovable. Someone made you dislike those parts of you. Someone made you feel like you weren't enough. Insults have been repeated over and over again, and you just haven't countered them. But the good news is, it's always possible to change the narrative. Just like you learn to hate things about yourself, you can learn to love things about yourself. So far, repetition has been a bad thing in your life, but you can make it a good thing. Look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am her. I am creative. I am loved. I am worthy of love. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God did his best work with me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I used to think repeating these affirmations was pointless. I honestly didn't see how constantly repeating something I didn't truly believe would eventually change how I viewed myself. But it did. Because as I said these things, it caused me to shift my focus from the things I perceived as flaws to things I could actually appreciate about myself. It also caused me to find things that made these statements true. I always felt like my nose was big and that it took away from my beauty. But repeating, I am beautiful, caused me to find beauty in not only my unique nose, but other parts of my face that I often overlooked. Let me also note that this helps you to stop hyper-fixating on the negative. True story. When I stopped spending so much time in the mirror, focusing on how big my nose was, it seemed to shrink. Granted, it didn't actually shrink, but the lack of focus made it so that it didn't really seem like such a big deal anymore. Telling myself I am creative made me more comfortable trying new things and stepping outside of the box I put myself in. Repeating I am worthy of love helped me to get rid of the people around me who were making me feel like I didn't deserve to be loved. People who treated me as if I didn't deserve healthy love. I got rid of those people. And now I find myself surrounded by the purest love I could imagine. Like I said before that, I was always allowing people to treat me like trash and play in my face. Again, good repetition makes a difference, just like bad repetition. I can almost bet my whole life that comparison is another thing that contributes to your lack of confidence. And I know because I was once you. I couldn't be happy with myself because I was constantly comparing myself to everyone else. I never felt good enough because someone always seemed to be better looking, with a better body, better style, better skin, just better. I realized that I was an extremist. I would see beautiful things in people and subconsciously say to myself, this is perfect. Anything other than this is imperfect. And that's the problem with that perfect word. It doesn't leave much room for anything else to be good enough. So whenever I saw a beautiful woman, I felt inferior because in my eyes, anything other than what she had wasn't enough. And eventually I realized that I was competing because where there's comparison, there's competition. I realized that I felt the need to be the best at everything. Best looking, best dressed, best lash tech, best content creator. And I realized that I was being unrealistic and unfair to myself. I didn't have to be the best. I just had to be my best. It's so hard for you to be confident because you want to be better than other people. You want to be the best option. The reality is you will never win being in competition with the whole world. So let it go. At the end of the day, no one gets a prize for being the prettiest. No one gets a prize for being best dressed or having the nicest car or having the nicest house or living the most luxurious life. We don't get a prize for any of this stuff. You have to get to the point where you can say, I like what I have and I like who I am. Although it may not be everyone's cup of tea, I like this. Your life will be so much better, so much more enjoyable when you realize that you are the only person whose satisfaction you can guarantee. No matter what you change about yourself, no matter how much you consider other people's opinions, there will always be someone who prefers something different, and that is okay. That's why it's important to strive to be your best and not the best. Life is not a competition. I know you've heard this a million times before, but comparison is the thief of joy. You will never be happy with yourself and your life if you're always comparing what you have to what someone else has. Other people's stuff will always seem a little better, a little more shiny, a little easier, a little more luxurious. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself hating something that once satisfied you. Remember this. 2 things can be true at once. She can be pretty and you can be pretty. Even if y'all look nothing alike. She can have a nice life and you can too. Even if your lives look completely different. She can have a nice body and you can too. Even if they are total opposites. Stop thinking what other people has takes away from what you have. Stop thinking that if you don't have what they have, what you have isn't good. That's not true. It's time to stop being so hard on yourself. You've done it long enough, and you don't even put that pressure on other people. Think about it. How many favorite artists do you have? You love several different artists for several different reasons. You're not constantly thinking about who's the best out of them. You just know that they're good and that you like them. No competition. I say all this to say, start treating yourself like someone you love. Start choosing things you'd only choose for someone you love. Your life literally depends on it. There's a whole new life out there waiting for you, but you'll never access it if you don't improve this one thing. There are good friends waiting for you. There's a good man waiting for you. There's a job opportunity waiting for you. The life of your dreams is waiting for you to love yourself enough to choose better, to do better. You deserve it. You can have it. You're worthy of it. And don't you ever forget it. Love you.